Guardians are playing as we speak. They're losing to the D-backs. A little afternooner there at Progressive Field. 4-1. It's the bottom of the fifth. Today was the Mary. Today was the big iHeart staff ball game. Bill Squire was over there.
Oh yeah, I had to go hang out with our people.
He's wearing a jersey of White Sox legend Jim Thome, which I don't quite understand.
Cleveland, and it's Jim Thome, but he's a Cleveland legend.
I'm not familiar with that, but
his best years.
It was.
Does Bill still have his sunglasses on, like a D-bag?
Do you have sunglasses
on?
He had them on the whole first.
Oh, he did.
I
really?
put them on partway
Why?
through. Because why not?
Because your future's so bright.
No,
he's got to wear
not at all.
No, they would be on the back of his head then.
That was an incredible one that caught me off guard.
What?
I'm gonna give it up for that.
Also, ouch.
Are you saying like his future's behind him? Because that's what I took it as.
Oh no!
I took it as his prime is in the past.
Oh,
so
come on!
That's
It's
not what you meant?
The way you took joy in that. Too.
God,
Wow.
she just exploded.
She does not
That was
like
such
me.
a dumb throwaway
Yeah.
line, and she
Caught me
loved
off
it.
guard. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I know that's
But
what you
she
meant.
loved it.
I wasn't ready for it. It caught me completely off guard.
Listen, all of our best years are behind us. I hate to
and
tell
the,
you that, but
the news about me is it's all been pretty bleak. So shut up.
yeah, it's hard to figure out where the demarcation line is with any of us.
Well, in
But
that
there it
case.
is.
Are you drinking?
Oh, is he popping a pop?
Alan, kick
Look
him
at this
out.
guy. He's not operating the board. It's fine. He can do
yeah.
whatever he wants. I can't. I'm the
Hey.
board operator.
What
Rob
was it?
Anthony to me today said to me, "Push it to the limit." So I'm just taking the boss's orders.
Mm-hmm.
I think his text to me was actually, "You know your limits. And you've been doing this a long time," and I took that as push it to the limit. So
Uh-huh.
this one's for you, Bobby.
Maybe he said take it to the limit, and he wanted me to do a rock block of Eagles on the buzzard.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. Bill
think
went
it
over to
was
the game, and how was it? Who all went? I saw basically everybody who was here this morning.
Yeah, everybody
was
here.
decked out in some kind of Guardians gear. The rest of us stayed behind, to keep everything running and do all the work, and that's fine. But I'm glad everybody got over there and had a good
I was
time.
hanging out with Ryan and Marlena and
Marlia?
Marlia, that's the one, and best friend.
I hope you called her Marlena.
I'm not.
Marlena, see you later. Have a good time.
Everybody's just, hey, you.
She is 4 feet tall,
Yeah.
so it's probably easy to.
Marlia, Ryan, everybody that's in like these.
Rob?
Rob was not
Yep.
there. He did not show up.
Oh, I thought you said you were talking to
we
him.
were texting.
Oh.
Because they gave us tickets with money on them. And then also there's a guy, a listener, a big fan, Michael, love you, Michael, that just gives me booze there.
I see.
So I have to be
This is a
careful
guy
not
working
to
one
go
of the
in-
booths, or
Yeah, he's just one of the bartenders there.
Wow,
He's
okay.
just the
His name,
best.
he's probably not allowed to do that, dummy.
What?
What?
That's why I only said his first name.
Okay.
what if there's only one Michael that works in
Works
all
in
of
entire
Progressive
Oh,
Field?
yeah.
Not a very common
Yeah.
name. You just sold this
And
dude
also,
out.
it's just a silly joke. I paid for everything.
a silly joke. Uh-huh.
Wait, hold
That's
on.
why
I
he
gotta
shouted
put
him
the
out, because it
glasses
was a
down.
joke.
No. Dude, our listeners are the best because
Agreed.
there's also another big fan. We'll call him Jason, that works
Because that's his name?
at Blossom. And boy, was he kind to me on Monday night. So I love our boys.
Mary, do you ever get free stuff from our listeners? Ever?
No, our listeners pay me to look at my feet, so I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
that's true.
kind of winning.
Yeah.
Did you
which
get those
I-
shoes?
No, but I'm close.
Are you supposed to get shoes?
Well, Bill sent me this really solid pair of Jordans that I never like they're Jordan 4s. For
Oh, this isn't a
sneakerheads
dude
listening.
buying you shoes.
Well, it might be.
It might
Oh.
be. So
We're working on it.
I've never owned 4s before, Jordan 4s. I have 1s and I have 3s, and I've never really liked 4s. But he sent me this pair that's like all white with a certain
With
shade
green
of
accents.
green
Yeah.
that I wear all the time. It's like a hunter olive kind of green that I wear constantly. And so he sent me these, and he's like, you should get these. So I hit up, I have a new foot guy,
Ooh.
which, okay, I don't know if this is hillbilly or if this is feminism. You guys go ahead and judge. He's a guy that subscribed to my sister's OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm. He wants to keep it in the family.
Well, he wanted foot content, and she was like, hey, my feet aren't the best.
She's like, I'm sorry, this is all vagina and butthole content over here. You're going to have to go to my sister for anything below the knee.
Well, that's her specialty, you know.
Yep,
and
she's more torso content.
She'll show whatever. And she's like, I'll send you pictures of my feet, but my sister specifically does feet. So my sister actually referred this guy to me. And, women supporting women.
Nice clean butthole.
And so he's been only around for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And I hit him up and I was like, hey, I really like these shoes. Like, what do you think if I trade you a couple pictures or a video for these shoes? So he might be buying me those shoes.
You're getting into some bartering now.
Well, yeah, because they're like $250 shoes.
I understand.
I don't really want to spend $250.
We know your price.
Right.
Hey, listen, if anybody wants to buy me shoes, I'll show you my feet.
You probably have hobbit feet.
They're not bad.
Are you sure?
I don't do anything.
I'll show you my feet for a generator from my house. How about that?
Well, my feet are like, I take care of them. They're not like, I stand on stage. It's not like I have gross feet.
Yeah, but you're not out there barefoot.
Right, but I'm saying like they're not like for her to be like, oh, they're hobbit feet. They're just regular. It doesn't
Regular
matter.
feet, yeah.
I don't care what my feet look like. I want you to buy my shoes.
Most men don't have great feet.
I have beautiful feet for a man. I get
I
regular petties and scrubs and the whole bit.
Idea.
Yeah.
We put Alan's feet, my feet, Mary's feet, all in one picture.
We've talked about this before, and
we
Mary's
see-
gonna win. I mean, she still has feminine. I assume I haven't seen them, but she's still gonna have feminine feet.
My
I wouldn't
toes are
even.
painted, too.
I bet there's some people. We'll paint our toenails.
Yeah, I used to
I
every
actually-
summer.
There's
I
some
don't know
people
if
that
that'll help.
probably won't even be able to figure out the difference.
We can do that.
I mean, my feet are big. We're size 13, but I'm not gonna put the pictures next to an object to make them look big, unless that's what you want. If
Like a
that's what you
credit
want.
card.
Yeah.
Like a 13 wide or a 13 standard or what?
13 standard.
Okay.
They're not.
That's
You don't have to like
nice.
special order shoes or
They're not. They're not. Like they're chunky. But
I
they're
wear
just-
like a 6.5, 7, which is a 5 or 5.5 in men's. So, Bill, your feet are almost 3 times as big as mine.
My girlfriend's around the same size, and
Yeah.
her feet are literally the size of my hand.
Yeah.
Like she leaves her. She's got shoes that she leaves at my place, and I'll look at them and just be like, "How is this for an adult human? You're allowed to drive and vote, and this is what your foot is."
You're
What does
walking
that have to
around
do
with
with
her
anything?
shoes on your hands like boom beep dom. Look, honey, boom beep dom. No, I'm a size 9, so I have. I'm sure I have smallish feet for a
You
guy.
probably
but
have feminine-looking feet.
I'm sure I do.
If we put our 3, it would be like a progression where I have obviously the most girly-looking feet, and then Alan's are a nice transition if you're trying to get into men's feet.
Right.
You have a good transition foot.
Yeah, I'm middle feet.
Alan, pull out those tootsies.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see them.
Well, you will see them, right?
I'm on a delay, but yeah.
Yeah, no, well, I don't. I can't move the cameras though. That's the problem. I don't want to like.
it's about soles too. They like the soles
Oh, they like
too.
the
Like if you
soles?
can scrunch your toes down and give
Oh.
a real wrinkly looking sole, that's a very,
All right,
very
what's yours
popular
look
thing.
like? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a picture and send it to
And
the
your
group
toes.
chat.
And and his tops of his feet too, his toes.
All right.
I need to know what his toes look like.
Hold on.
And based on what men tell
on the
me
camera
about
right
how beautiful my feet are, I will then judge your feet.
Ooh,
Okay.
We touched toes.
Oh boy!
Our pinkies kissed.
Ew! That's the balance toe, I think. right?
petty last week,
Also, I gotta stand up. Hold on. I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
stand up because like
Here,
mine was
wait.
like a weird slope of the ankle.
Oh,
I don't
that's the other thing is that
Picture-
arches.
The
The-
slope of the ankle, does that matter?
But I need
don't know
I
what
need your
he's talking
soul. Let me
about.
see your soul.
oh, the
Arches.
Yeah.
Arches.
I
are
don't have
not-
any arches.
Ooh,
I
flat
know you
feet.
gotta take
Yeah,
one of mine.
I think I have
take
flat
one
feet.
of my soul.
Flat feet. Bill, can you see me on Zoom?
Yeah.
There you go.
Put it like. Oh, you guys are already done.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
sending
never
it to you.
mind. Okay.
Wait, put
No,
yours
I'm
up there
not
for a
putting
freebie.
it back up there. No,
We had
I'm
to
not giving
zoom
a
out to
freebie.
fit Bill's in the frame,
I'm not doing that.
and then we had to zoom
That's right,
in to
you
get
know-
mine.
You know what?
High arches.
I forgot I still had the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a great picture.
The wild thing over here showing his feet.
Yeah.
High arches are a big deal too. And I don't have
Big deal,
super
good or bad?
good. I don't
Yeah.
have super high arches, but I have a really good arch.
No, I have to put insoles in like all my shoes.
Well, I'm sure there's a community for flat feet as well. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's into something, right?
Again, I don't know if they're flat, but I don't have. I've had like chiropodist or something be like, hey, you know, this is gonna maybe cause you some
All right,
problems.
send us to the group chat your sexiest foot pick.
Well,
because
you guys aren't going to find them sexy because
Use a banana.
I understand
use a
that.
banana for
But
scale.
I need, yes, we need this as a scale situation because looking at our feet, there's nothing more revolting.
Oh, I just got
Our
the
feet
picture.
don't look terrible.
They're
I mean,
not terrible, but I couldn't imagine ever looking at these and being like,
Wow.
this
Bill,
is
your
it.
feet are
this is
really
worth money,
smooth.
huh?
I told
Bill's
you.
feet are very smooth. For being a big guy, I thought you would have crusty heels.
I wear a new pair of shoes every day.
Right, and I get pedicures. So
Alan, yeah, yours look like they were wet, like you got out of a tub.
wet.
Are your feet
Yeah,
smooth?
here's our kind of wet
No,
look.
no, no, no. You know what that is? No, that's from the waffle of my socks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
his sock waffle.
Yeah, I never told you about my sock
You
waffle.
got that sock waffle.
Oh
I
no,
like your sock waffle.
that's where I do all my waffle stomping.
Ew. Yeah, Alan, yours are wouldn't say beautiful. Well, for a man, I don't look at a lot of man feet. But yeah, yours are a little more feminine looking. Bill, you got a nice foot.
I told you.
I'm surprised.
He told you. Yeah, they're not hobbit feet.
No, they're not. They're hairy.
Yeah, well,
They're supposed to be hairy.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
One of
I
the
mean,
things,
my buyer's probably gonna want a little bit of a hairy foot.
So,
You got to know your audience. Your audience will find you,
Yeah.
basically.
the things I get complimented on for my feet are the high arch, the fact that my toes go in descending order, that the second toe is not bigger than the first toe.
Oh, the old Morton's foot. Yeah, you don't
Yes.
want that.
Yeah,
a
that's the
big
one thing. My toes, my first 3 toes are all about the same length.
Yeah. So that might work against you a little bit.
Mhm.
Hold on, I'm trying to send you guys pictures that you are absolutely not going to find attractive because you're not into feet. But I did just get a pedicure, and they look really good right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, I get why those look more like better than ours.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not like, if you're into feet, I'm happy.
Yeah,
for
feet aren't
you.
my thing. Like I
But
don't,
it
mi-
is not
I don't,
something
I
that
don't
I'm like,
mind them. I'll
boy.
suck on some toes, but
Yeah.
I'm not like a foot guy.
You'll suck on toes because it makes the woman feel good. It's not because you're like, give me those piggies.
Maybe I don't ask. I
Yeah.
mean, just
You don't ask. If it's by your mouth, you just throw it in.
hells yes.
There you go.
That's right. Anything that's by my mouth when I'm having sex, it goes in, Mary.
Ew.
Sorry, but that was just a
I sent you
crazy
guys-
line. That's a crazy
That's
thing
a
to
crazy
say.
thing to say. That's okay. I sent you guys a couple. where
Yeah,
it's just
there's a
like
whole
the-
bunch.
All right, stop sending them already. You're not getting any of my money.
Well,
Yeah.
no, and then like one with nylons on so you can see the arch of my foot.
All right, if anybody wants to buy me a pair of shoes, I'll send you Mary's feet pics.
Don't do that. No
I
second
won't.
market foot pics.
No.
And then the last one I sent you is a scrunch picture, which is what a lot of guys like. A lot of guys are into. They
The
wanna
scrunchies?
see-
The
I don't know
scrunching. Oh
why.
God, no.
The scrunching of the
no.
bottom of your soles.
Oh,
is
looks
what
I'm
like
having
a,
like a diehard moment over here
looks
where,
like Sharpays.
where I'm making fists with my toes on the carpet.
Fists with my toes.
A lot
Well-
of guys like that. They are more into soles than they are into like pretty pedicured toes.
I
They'd rather
see.
your
They don't
soles.
want it too perfect, right?
Some guys like, they specifically are like, hit me up when you're about to get your next pedicure. I want to see chipped toenail polish. I want to see the, like, your nails kind of uneven. If one of
Wow.
them's broken, that's even better. Like,
Isn't it
Oh.
amazing all the things people are potentially into? Like, there's a
Right.
market for everything. Yeah.
Everything. People are into everything.
Allen PSA, Normandy High School in Parma and Valley Forge High School in Parma Heights are open until 8 p.m. tonight. People can charge their phones while they're in the company of
Oh.
others dealing with the aftermath of the storm.
That's smart.
But
My daughter-
if you have a red dot on your address, you still can't go.
What is that?
My safe
What?
neigh- my
Mary.
safe neighborhood.
Oh, is that a thing?
Pedophiles.
I don't know what that is.
You can't go near school, like sex offenders.
Oh, is that what it is?
You're going to be like, oh, I'm just here charging my phone. Like, yeah, beat it.
A
creep.
red dot on your address. No, like all night last night, my daughter was just like going in there ready to pull her hair out. And Nora's like, do we have Wi-Fi yet? I'm like, we don't. We're not going to have Wi-Fi for the foreseeable future. The first person that's going to talk when the thing comes on is Alexa.
My sister
She's
said,
going to tell you when the Wi-Fi is back on.
my sister said after like 2 hours of the girls being in the house with no Wi-Fi and no TV, she's like, screw this, we're going to the mall. They just
Yeah.
like went and walked around the mall because they were like, we can't go outside because it's storming. There's nothing to do in here. I'm like,
Yeah.
play
There's
cards.
power
play,
lines
like, a
everywhere.
game.
Yeah. I mean, we just.
But
we-
also, it's getting dark, too.
right.
Candles.
Yeah, like I got home around 8:30, And then we kind of took a drive around to assess the damage in the neighborhood, and then we just kind of got back home. And we had lanterns and lights and things, but we just like read, one of her books, a read book to her or whatever. But for the first like 24 hours or whatever, it's kind of nice.
It is.
But it's in the second, third, and fourth day where you're like, well, we have to throw everything out of the fridge and the freezer. That sucks. Yeah. And
All right, how long will that stuff? Because
at least in the wintertime, if there's no power, you can make a fire if you got a
last,
fireplace.
Like, a day.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got stuff in there, your power
I don't have
yesterday,
much, so like anything that I have in
tonight,
there.
Or even then, I mean, don't eat cheese, but like.
No. Not, like I had some chicken and some steak that when I got home, I put in my freezer because it was still pretty cold in there. But even then, I'm like, by the time I'm able to get to this, I don't think it's going to be good. So we're
going to have to toss everything. I just know it. We have a freezer in our fridge. We have a chest freezer downstairs. I have 2 huge drink fridges in the garage. I mean, those probably don't, those can just get warm and then you can cool them down again. But still a pain in the ass.
Your families growing up, were you guys game families where you would play like cards or board games?
No.
No? Bill?
I mean, I wouldn't say we were a game family. We would play Monopoly occasionally. We had board games, but we weren't
never really did
there wasn't like game night. No,
We never had game night, but we were a big card family.
Yeah.
And my sister and her kids, they have an entire closet full of games. And I love that because if the kids are already used to like playing games, I think it's fun when it's like, power's out and you set up a couple candles and you play Sorry or something like that.
It is fun for a little bit. Like a day it's fun, and then day 2 or 3. And you can't blame kids. They're used to Wi-Fi now, right?
It's
not their fault.
Constantly.
Yeah. I told my daughter last night, I go, it's okay to be bored, by the way. It's actually a very important thing to learn is how to be bored. And she's like, I know. I just like this. I go, I get it. I just have to say it out loud.
When Brian moved into his house, he had no board games. And that like shocked me that I was like, you don't have a deck of cards here? So one of my like housewarming gifts to him, I bought him Monopoly, Yahtzee, a deck of cards, and I think maybe like Candyland or something. I bought him like a bunch of board games because I'm like, you should have a contingency plan. Like not just if the power goes out, but like if it's raining and you don't feel like watching a movie or whatever, just something to do that's different.
My wife's family are huge playing cards people. Like they
my
don't go anywhere. When her cousin got married weekend before last, like they're, how like weddings they have like the little tokens or gifts for people who come that have like the bride and groom's names on them. Theirs were like custom playing card decks.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They're heavily into that.
My roommate and I had a night off a couple weeks ago where both of us didn't have shows and we weren't really feeling like going out or anything like that. So I asked her, I was like, hey, have you ever played Rummy? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, do you know how to play like cards at all? Because I feel like if you can play like poker or even like if you have a concept of card games, it's not that hard to learn. And her and I sat and played Rummy for like 2 hours just playing cards. And I like that. I think that's like a really
you refuse to teach anybody how to play douche clue or whatever that one's called.
Euchre?
Yeah, that's
douche clue. It was Colonel Mustard in the library with a candlestick. And he's a real douche.
If it's douche clue, it would be Colonel Mustard in the club with Axe body spray.
Yeah, you got it, baby. F you, Colonel Mustard.
That's killing it with the ladies in a different way.
Yeah.
I like
rape.
I like cards.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, go to break.
Oh, I pulled the rape card in Clue.
To death.
What's that, Daddy?
That's how they died?
I haven't played Clue in a long time.
In the study of all the places?
Yeah. All right, good.
Well,
I'm gonna break here. Hey, I wonder if Blue Heron Brewery in Medina has power, because I'm gonna give you $50 gift card to them. Voted best brewery by Ohio's craft brewers. They would know. They got a great patio. Menu is great. So we'll come back and I'll hand off $50 to Blue Heron Brewery. Even if you're not in Medina, it's worth the trip. I'll have tickets for you later on. Go see the Guardians game. I'll have those King Diamond tickets for you as well. Put you on the Alan Cox Show cruise in a couple of weeks. 35192. Want to text me for anything else? You can watch live, if you can, at alancoxshow.com.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. We got stuff